Hey, Coach Jess here with another tip for you. In many areas of our lives, there is a process and progression to becoming our best selves. Treating others in the most ideal way is no different. Many of us learned the golden rule when we were younger, to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is definitely a good starting place for how to treat others. But have you noticed that this is still focused on you and not completely on the other person? And if we know that everyone's brains tend to work differently, then wouldn't it be true that everyone would want to be treated differently as well? I think so. We can treat others in an even more ideal way when we choose to follow the platinum rule. And this says to treat others as they would want to be treated. The focus is fully transitioned from us to them. And taking the time to understand the people in your life is essential to treating them the way that they want to be treated. So here are a few tips that may be beneficial. If you know that their natural energies go toward getting things done, it may speak very loudly to them that you care if you support them in getting things done, and even actively help them accomplish what they want to get done. Gary Chapman calls this acts of service in his book, The 5 Love Languages. They may also appreciate words of affirmation about what they have accomplished. Now, the inverse is true too. They would not want you to stand in the way of them being able to get the things done that they would like to do. And they would not appreciate attacks on their work or what they have accomplished. Now, if another's natural energy travels to tangible items, they may want to be noted or receive words of affirmation, as Gary Chapman would call it, for the way they look, the things they own, how nicely they take care of their belongings. They may enjoy receiving gifts from you, as Gary Chapman would call it in his book. They would most likely appreciate others taking care of and being respectful of their belongings. They may be tempted to surround themselves with people that make their world attractive because they too care about similar things. Now, on the inverse, they would not want to be criticized on their looks and belongings. If you are in a relationship with someone whose natural energy is directed toward ideas, they would most likely want to be noted for their great ideas, their well thought out work and plans. They may appreciate words of affirmation in those areas. They may pay attention to whether you use their ideas and advice or not. This may be interpreted as an act of service to them, especially if the effects of you following their advice affects them directly in a positive way. On the inverse, they would never want their ideas or the way that they have done things to be criticized or attacked. If you are connecting with someone that has their energy primarily focused on people, they will most likely appreciate your support in allowing them to connect with those that matter to them. They will appreciate you taking the time to connect with them as well, or having quality time with them, as Gary Chapman would call it. They will really appreciate time to connect with those that matter most to them, and will most likely dislike contention or feelings of disconnection. And if you are the cause of this contention, this may push them away from you. They may also need positive physical touch, as human connection may dominate their interests. Verbal attacks about the way they treat and connect with people will feel very painful. I would like to challenge you to seek to understand others better so that you can live the platinum rule, the higher law to how to treat others. This can do wonders for your relationships. For more help, please reach out to me at coachjessica@gmail.com, and that's Jessica with an A, not an I. And until next time, take care.